welcome back to Lifestyle Live. Tom Dock from Noah's Animal Hospitals has joined us along with his buddy Kratos. And February, we want to point out, is National Pet Dental Health Month. So this is a good time to talk about taking care of not just our dogs' teeth, but our cats as well. What are the basics that we need to be aware of as we get into February?
I think the important thing, because many pet lovers don't understand this, is that 80 to 85% of pets above the age of 2 have some sort of dental disease. So this is the most common disease diagnosis in our pets. One thing we were talking about just a few minutes ago, if you've got one of those little breed dogs like a Schnauzer, Yorkie, Maltese, things like that, they tend to have more dental disease, and by the time they're 1 year old, they can have bone loss in their jaw already. By the time they're 1 year old, that's 90% of them will.
And that's disturbing. So now, and with larger dogs, and I'm guessing here, but when I take my dog to the vet and they pull back open the mouth up and take a look. I mean, if they see a problem, presumably I'm going to get advice on taking action.
They are, and what they're doing is called flipping the lip, and they're looking for dental plaque, they're looking for dental calculus, or what we call tartar, and most dogs are going to have that because we don't brush their teeth. It's something we can do, but we don't brush their teeth, so they're going to get some buildup, and they're going to say to you, hey George, it's going to be a great idea to bring your pet in and get a complete oral health assessment and treatment. You can't really assess a dog's teeth. They don't say you know, they won't spit on command, and so we need to put them under a general anesthetic. We can look at the teeth, chart the teeth just like your dental hygienist does, take dental x-rays. Really interesting stat here, 60% of the tooth is under the gum line, and so 28% of dogs, 42% of cats, so that's half the cats in the world, have some sort of dental disease, even though their mouth looks perfectly healthy. We only see it on x-ray.
And I'm sure you want to point out that there is no value in me trying to wrestle my Spotopotamus to the ground and brushing his teeth.
You know, you could certainly, it's the best thing to do, actually. A mechanical abrasion, basically. You're disrupting that plaque. So if you can brush his teeth, if he's been trained, that's the best thing to do.
For the record, America, I can't. I cannot wrestle the Spotopotamus to the ground.
And you're like many people, right? Because we don't train them when they're little. So we can use things like dental diets. There's many different dental diets. The kibble's bigger, it holds its shape, it'll scrub the teeth better. There are things like biscuits and compressed rawhide. I love these Tartar Shield products right here. It's a local company too, here in Indianapolis, okay? It's up in Noblesville. It's compressed rawhide. A lot of people worry about rawhide, but this is compressed. This is gone. Kratos will have this gone in 30 seconds.
Wow.
Okay, but it scrubs the teeth. There's water additives. There's all sorts of things that you can do to do some at-home care, and that'll extend the time in between dental cleanings.
Now, a lot of dogs, a lot of my dogs in my history have had unbelievably horrible breath. Is that an indication of any sort of dental disease?
It really is, and that should be the first indication, is that halitosis or bad breath is not normal for your pets, and that will break that human-animal bond. Remember how you love the kisses from the puppy, and now that Yorkie's 8 years old and you're kind of holding it away because he's got such bad breath? That's plaque and tartar and food particles. Yes, that's dental disease going on. You need to see your veterinarian.
And having that general anesthesia and having a good cleaning, that's not invasive.
It's not really invasive unless they need to take out teeth extractions, if there's a mass or gingival overgrowth that has to be removed. But most of the time, it's a fairly straightforward procedure. Everybody worries about anesthesia. I get it. I tell people all the time, there's no safe anesthetics, but there are safe anesthetists, and your veterinarian is going to have people that are trained to monitor your pet while under anesthesia. It's the best way to do it. It's standard of care, actually.
Good stuff. Tom Dock from Noah's Animal Hospitals. Our buddy Kratos here as well. Kayla, the stage is yours.